Empowerment and self-advocacy is very important as a menopausal woman when going through this journey. If you don't stand up for yourself, guess what will happen? Everybody will walk all over you because you're used to running around for people. You're used to listening to all sorts of things being said, whether it's about you or. So this journey, midlife journey, is a maturity journey whereby you start shifting your mindset. You start shifting the way you think and focus on yourself. You focus on me. I'm not saying you ignore everybody else because you have family, you might have children and partners or whatever. You got work to go to. However, please remember this. You are not the same like how you were in your 20s and 30s. This is a new you. This is a new journey, a midlife journey, which requires you to be still and know that it's no longer the same. So you need to prioritize you. Today, I'm going to talk to you about 5 things, mind-blowing things that will help you to manage your menopausal journey and advocate for yourself. This season of life can feel overwhelming. Your body is changing. The hormones are shifting up and down. And most times, especially in perimenopause, you're trying to figure out what's going on. You do not understand how to manage the symptoms. You don't know what's going on. You're having the sleepless nights, you're having the fatigue and the hot flashes. A lot of it could be actually embarrassing. When you're at work, you start flashing up, being hot, you're doing a presentation or whatever is happening, and you don't know what to do. So this journey can be very difficult for most women. However, it's not about losing yourself. It's about finding a stronger, more unapologetic you. A version of you that you never had for a long time. What does empowerment mean in this season of midlife, this season of perimenopause and menopause? Empowerment actually means standing in your truth, standing in on what you believe in as a woman, as a perimenopausal woman, as a menopausal woman. Reminding yourself that your age, your body, and your stage of life does not define who you are. Do you understand me, ladies? I've been through this journey, so I'm very passionate about self-advocation for women. Advocate for your well-being is so crucial. When the world tells you it's just menopause and to tough it up, you don't have to accept that because it's your journey. It's your journey. You want to feel yourself again. You want to feel normal again. You want to thrive in this journey. So some people, they have a way of judging menopausal women. They start telling you or telling us that, the brain fog and this and that. And they start saying, they got brain fog or, they start giving you names, basically. Me personally, as part of my life story, I remember feeling dismissed by friends, some of the family members, some people at work. And, I was just feeling dismissed because I wasn't myself anymore. The hormones had taken over my body and the way that I feel. And I felt, unloved because some people were very unkind to me. And some comments came from nowhere. There's a time that people would say to me when I forget, the menopausal brain fog, when it hits you, especially in the beginning, people will just say, "Oh, why are you behaving like an airhead?" Can you imagine that? How disrespectful that is, that you're behaving as an airhead because you have brain fog, or because you've come out of the lounge, going to the kitchen, really knowing what you're gonna get. And when by the time you get to the kitchen, you can't remember anymore. It's quite emotional, ladies. It's quite emotional. You can't remember why you left the lounge to go in the kitchen for. And then you try to remember it. I'm sure a lot of you resonate with this. You try to remember it and it's not happening. And you're thinking, what is going on to me? What is going on in my head? And then you go back to the lounge, you sit down, or whatever room you've come out of. You sit down and wow, you remember, oh yeah, I went to get a spoon, I went to get some water, or I went to get a drink. That's how bad it can be with the brain fog. And it doesn't give anybody right to label you as an airhead. I'm sure it resonates with some of you that have been labeled or given names because of brain fog. Or here she goes again. She can't remember what she's been doing. Or some of the women, some of my clients tell me that they will be told that, oh, yeah, maybe you're going into early dementia. What a joke. Really? Is that how you see us women? No. We have to stand up for ourselves in the midlife journey and make sure that we are treated right. Make sure that we advocate for who we are in this journey of perimenopause and menopause. Empowerment was the moment I decided to stop accepting all this nonsense that, people were saying. I started seeking answers. I started advocating for myself and finding support. The other thing is, what is self-advocacy during menopause? During menopause, what is it? We've spoken about what does empowerment mean, but self-advocacy, what does it actually mean? It means speaking up for your health, women, ladies. Speaking up for your health, your needs, your peace. Your needs are so important as a menopausal woman because they become different from the needs that you had when you were in your 20s or 30s. Your needs are a priority. Your peace is crucial. You need to be at peace. You don't need to be stressed out because, people are treating you differently, or people are saying whatever they say, or people are putting labels on you. Your peace is very important. When you feel unheard, whether at the doctors, when you're explaining all these severe symptoms you're going through and you don't know what to do, or people are pushing you back when you try to get help and ask for help, or at work when colleagues are treating you like rubbish, or even at home when the family members do not understand you. You are there, whether you're a mother or you're not, or whether you're a wife or a partner, or just an individual in the home. People need to understand you. So advocating for yourself is crucial in this journey, ladies. It is learning to say, no, I'm not fine. And yes, I deserve solutions, not just sympathy. You need a solution when going through menopause and perimenopause. This journey is not a journey to just tough up, like what people say. Actually, one of my clients said to me that she was told when she was started telling her family that I think I'm going into perimenopause, because she was getting anxious, and sometimes she'll get angry because she couldn't control her feelings. She'll get angry and probably shout or raise her voice to some family members. And when she said, "Oh, I think I'm going through menopause," and some family members were like, "Oh, ha ha ha. You're the first woman in the world to go through menopause. Oh, yeah? You know, what did our grandmothers do when they were growing up, or when they were going through menopause? They didn't, seek for help and seek for counseling and seek for this and that and medication and stuff." Can you imagine how one will feel to be told that by a close family member or family members? It's very tough. So the reason why advocating for yourself is a crucial on this journey of menopause and perimenopause is because it goes hand in hand. When you start advocating for yourself, even in small ways, you begin to feel stronger. You begin to find things becoming easier. You start speaking with confidence, because menopause, ladies, can hit you like a bus, such that you lose confidence. You lose the energy because of the symptoms. You lose focus. You lose who you are as a person. So you don't need to fade away into the background, but you need to come up again, rise up again, and stand up for yourself. Advocate for yourself. We're not living in those days when going through menopause or talking about menopause was a taboo in the community. There are thousands and millions of women going through this midlife journey. As the generations get older and older, there's so many women going through this. So it shouldn't be a surprise when you tell someone or confide in someone, or when you're seen going through these symptoms, that people say, "Oh, look at her again. Oh, there she goes. Oh, this and that." It shouldn't be like that at this day and age. What I would advise you, women, is to trust your inner voice. If something doesn't feel right in your body, you have the right to explore it, and don't settle for this is normal for you. Because a lot of the menopausal symptoms, whether they are the common symptoms or the non-common ones, people might just label it as, "Oh, yeah, this is right, this is normal, don't worry about it." No. Be yourself, advocate for yourself, trust yourself, believe in yourself, rise up, and let your voice be heard. Speak up for your needs, ladies. Your comfort and well-being are non-negotiable. Yes, your well-being, your comfort, they are non-negotiable, because they affect you as a person, only you. This is not the end of your story, ladies. It's a powerful new chapter, the menopausal chapter, or perimenopause, or midlife, whatever people want to call it. It's not the end of the chapter, but it's the beginning of a powerful journey. You can choose joy, you can choose health and wholeness, even in the middle of hormonal chaos. Self-advocacy is not selfish, ladies. Empowerment is not arrogance. Let's walk this journey together. You are not alone.